Okay. How's that? Okay. All right, y'all. It's hella late. I'm hella late. Per usual, I never make announcements. So when I'm doing lives, I just kind of do them when I feel like it. um, so yeah, tonight we're doing one. So I have a few videos that I want to take a look at. Let me bring this closer so we can hear what I have to say. And the first one I see right now is Depths of Despair. I didn't know they dropped one. It says 5 scary ghost videos that will make you regret watching alone. Oh God, I can't just It's all good. So I guess I gotta add that to the title now. I had like 2 videos lined up for y'all to watch with me. One, so the first one, damn, should we get into Depths of Despair first? Because I just now saw that they dropped one. I didn't know they had dropped one. So yeah, so should we get into Depths of Despair or should we get to the one I had first for y'all? Go close this thing. Let me see here. I hope your day has been going well. Happy Saturday / Sunday, because I know it's probably like 12 to 1, 2 o'clock in the morning where a lot of y'all are, especially if you stay in the Midwest. For those who don't know, we over here in the West Side. So at the time be 11 p.m. So yeah, you know what? Oh God, do I really feel like getting in Depths of Despair right now? You might. Oh, do I feel like getting into Depths of Despair right now, girl? Damn, y'all, the neighbors know my name. Okay, because I be screaming something, yelling, all of that. I do be screaming though in this room, y'all. So maybe we should, huh? We should probably get into that. It's up to you, Tosh. What do you want to do? Here, let me pull up this chat, y'all, before I do all this. How was my day? That's usually a question you guys like to ask. How was my day? My day was good. Anyway, but yeah, my day was good though. It wasn't bad. What did I do? A little bit of rollerblading. What else? Walking around, having some me time. I didn't get to meditate today, but yeah. That was pretty much it, y'all. How's my family? They're doing good. I cannot complain. So yeah. Anyway, but okay. So let me go. You know what? Let's just go ahead and get into Depths of Despair, y'all. What am I talking about? Yeah, I don't care about anything else, right? Girl, go ahead and minimize that damn screen, girl, so we can get to this Depths of Despair. Let me turn on my headphones too. What did y'all get into today? Did y'all go see that Michael Jackson movie like I told y'all last time? That's the reason what inspired this outfit, y'all. That's what inspired this outfit, Michael Jackson, even though it's not really Michael Jackson, but, it kind of gives that kind of vibe. At least that's what I thought. So I was just like, okay, let's go get to Michael Jackson. The movie was so good. Okay. All right, y'all. So let me go ahead and minimize myself. Okay. Let me bring her down. Oh. Hold on, y'all. There we go. Click on her and make her bigger, girl. Oh, okay. I'm a little lackluster, y'all. Getting a little discombobulated. But bear with me. All right, so let me go ahead and click on this. Bringeth her on over here. Y'all, hold on. Oh my gosh. Open this up, girl. Open this up, girl. Skip. Pause. What's the Appalachian ancestry? Oh Lord. All right, hold on, y'all. Let me get my stuff together, honey. Let me go ahead and click on YouTube again. And then let me bring up my chat, y'all. Hold on. New channel. Let me see. All right. There we go. And pop out the chat. All right. Cool. All right. I don't see nobody up in here just yet. Okay. All right, y'all. So let me go ahead and get my headphones and let's go ahead and start the first video off with Depths of Despair. This is 5 scary ghost videos that will make you regret watching alone. Dang, I changed my title, y'all. I got to change the damn title. Okay, here we go. Let me go ahead and prepare. Jesus Christ. Hold on 1 second, y'all, and make sure my stuff is good. Since I'm by my lonesome, I don't think nobody's in here. So let me make sure. Hold on. Indeed, my friend. Indeed, my friend. There we go. Okay. Oh my God, would you stop asking me that dumb question? Okay. Hold on, y'all. Okay, here we go. Let me go ahead and open this up and play.
Appalachian ancestors.
Oh, Lord.
A woman owns a large plot of land over in the Appalachian Mountains that has CCTV cameras installed on the property. Every while, she checks the CCTV footage to make sure nobody is trespassing on the property. One night, she was looking at the pictures and motion-activated videos from the CCTV when she sees something unsettling.
Oh, God.
So we have about 200 acres in the Appalachian Mountains. We're not there full time, so periodically I check the cameras just to see what's there. And what the fuck is that?
Oh, shit.
Normally the cameras takes a picture every minute if it detects no motion, and whenever there is movement, the camera automatically starts recording a video.
This is a deer in the same spot. And if you look over there, you can see the camera caught it, and the camera was recording that deer running from over there to over here. Okay, it was going this way. Camera caught it. You can see in the bottom corner, it says motion. Motion detected, that deer. Here is where it caught a car. You can see the car at the end of the driveway. See a vehicle. It caught it. It started recording. Caught it. And now here is where you see it just pops up. And then it goes away.
Oh.
Here is where it caught deer at night. In the same spot. The one on the left is in the same spot. At night, it caught it.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is
Not to mention the fact, if this was an actual person on a horse riding up my driveway, even if the camera didn't detect it, it would have still caught an image every so often of it walking up the driveway.
Since the CCTV automatically records motion, why didn't it detect the man riding the horse? Even if it didn't detect motion, it would have still taken an image every minute showing how it got there from the moment it entered through the gate. After researching further, she found out that there used to be a cemetery on her property, and decides to ask her neighbor if any of their ancestors ever raised horses.
Oh, wait. What did it say? Hold on. Were any of the horses white? This popped up on my Ring camera. People keep suggesting it's a Templar night, but I don't know. And it's her neighbor. No freaking... I'm assuming he meant no freaking way. That's a little weird. I wonder if it's happening because we're digging into our family history. LOL. Oh my God. I just went through half of the pictures. Oh my gosh. And all the horses have been dark colored except this one so far. Y'all, that look exactly like the thing she just saw on her camera. Wow. Zoomed in. Oh, that's creepy. That's eerie, you guys.
She learns that her neighbor's ancestors did have a white horse, and the horse captured on the CCTV does quite resemble the horse in the old images shown by the neighbor. The neighbors were so shocked by this that they went to check out the exact spot the
my God.
horse was captured themselves to see if there is any hoof prints.
Right here. Okay, right there's the camera.
Why go at night though?
Right here's where that horse was. And there is nothing been here. There has been nothing here. Nothing.
So just what is this? Could it have been the spirit of one of the neighbor's ancestors who previously lived here and was buried on this cemetery? It would certainly
Ulysses, Kentucky. I finna say he got the thickest country accent. He is definitely not from over here, my friend.
explain how the camera didn't take a series of photos or capture any motion, but let me know what you think.
Lurking.
Lurking.
Yeah, I'm gonna get at it too. That was not scary at all. I'm gonna get attitude.
In the following video, a woman explains that she has been hearing and seeing strange unexplainable things moving around right outside her house, somewhere in Columbus, Ohio. Late one night, she's woken up to these sounds, so she opens the window to look outside when she captures something deeply unsettling. Watch closely.
Whoa, what was that? I literally just heard
Now?
something out my window. I just did it again.
Something growling near her can be heard. Then she sees a strange-looking face in the trees. Now, the faces could possibly be...
Man, where do y'all see a face? I do not see a face. That's the worst thing about these type of cameras, y'all. Jesus Christ, there's no fine enough lines to dictate that. I don't see no face whatsoever, man. Dep, bruh. Dep, I don't see no face, bruh. I do not see a face, bruh.
pareidolia, but she has also captured this strange growling on other occasions, even scaring away other animals.
Okay. He stay outside.
She has never been able to see the creature making these growling sounds, but after seeing so many strange occurrences around her home, she believes it's celestial beings not from this world lurking out there. But the question remains, just what is making these growling sounds, and is it related to these faces? I'll let you be the judge. The shed.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that 1 to 3, y'all. I'm gonna get that 1 to 3. It did, you know, I don't know, man. Come on, Deb. You gotta pick it on up, bro. That. You know what I mean? I get it. You gotta drop something, bro, but that's not hitting hard. I need the hard hitters. Come on now. Those you get, the beginning is supposed to be like the most fire one. That first two, The first two, we gotta pick it on up, bro. You gotta pick it up, bro. Pick it up, cause that ain't it. I mean, the growls is scary, of course. If that shit were to happen while I'm taking the trash out and I heard a growl, you damn Skippy, I'm running my ass back in the house. Fuck the trash. I get that. But I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? You be coming with some fire. Come on now. First two videos, you know what I'm saying? We gotta come a little bit better. So let's see if this one picks up, y'all.
On April the 1st of 2026, a man named Ryan was arranging some tools in his shed, preparing for a yard sale to get rid of most of the extremely old items that were left behind by the previous owners, when he started hearing strange noises coming from the attic in the shed. Now, he had never been up there before, as he only really used the shed to store some of the old tools and some other items, and never needed the extra space up there. But, unable to ignore the strange sounds, he turns the lights on and looks up there.
Oh, got the light on. Oh my God. Listen to this. Listen to this. Dude, I'm telling you, man. Is anybody up here? Is anybody up here? Oh my God. Is anybody up here?
Oh, What the fuck is that a dog?
Hey, is it?
Bro, is that a shadow?
Hungry is the easiest way.
Okay, there we
to
go.
eat
Picking
healthy.
it up.
Hungry is kind of like
That's
having
what
your
I'm
own
talking about.
personal
Hold on,
shopper.
move, shut up.
Oh my fucking God!
A creepy face can be
God forgive me, because honey, I feel it, honey, for real. But ain't no way I feel. Did you hear how he screamed, y'all? Look at this. Did you hear how he screamed, y'all? Hold on, wait a minute.
able to ignore the strange sounds. He turns.
Anybody up here?
What?
Up here? Oh my God. Hey!
A creepy
Oh my fucking God!
A creepy
God forgive me. One more time for the Graham girl.
Oh my fucking God!
A creepy face can be seen hiding in the end of the attic
Ooh-wee.
in the dark, slowly moving. Ryan didn't notice
They
the face
always
at the
doing
time
that.
until editing later on, but was still freaked out by the trash can moving. He then installs a doorbell camera, and a week later, it captures this.
Oh, Lord. Okay, this is better. The hell? What the fuck is that?
Something can be seen hiding and slowly trying to get closer towards his house. The very next night, something wakes him up around 5 a.m.
Oh, hell no. It's at 4:22. That's not 5.
Shit. Oh my God, I had the light on. There is something walking around outside of my window.
Oh, hell no. Oh!
A chilling voice is heard, keeping him awake all night. And ever since this started, he often finds himself.
Nah, that damn hay was crazy. Did y'all hear that hay? Ugh. Oh, yeah, okay, this is better. That's what I'm talking about. A little bit better, man. Come on now. And his lights went out, y'all. Oh, my God. I know he was scared shitless, okay?
Subconsciously going over to the windows and staring off at the shed for long periods of time. The next morning, he goes to church with his wife and daughter when he starts receiving notifications from his camera, detecting movement in his shed, only to see something horrifying.
Oh, God. Finally caught it on camera. Just wait. Oh, Lord. Mm. The hell? It sounds like right here that something is dragging across the floor. The music, what song is this? Wow. Whoa. What the hell is that? Oh. What the hell? Woo! How the fuck does it get lifted back up? Oh my Lord. Items drop when these things fall down. I'll show you in the next clip. Damn. When the music gets closer. It sounds like a pew pew than something in pain. Oh my God. Oh yeah, okay. Now that was scary. That was definitely scary. Okay, Pig and Get Up. You should have started off with this one. Damn. Okay, where the hell did the balloon come from, y'all? What the hell? That don't look like something that you would find in that type of door or closet. You know what I'm saying? Where the hell did the balloon come from?
All the chaos in his attic shed, he decides to hurry home. He's clearly shaken up by the events, but musters the courage to go up there.
I'm actually scared to go in here, seriously. Like, I just got home and I saw this shit happen in my shed, man. Like, man, this is crazy. I'm scared to seriously go in here. So Either I'm gonna call the police because there's somebody up here,
Bruh.
or I don't. I'm gonna stop being a bitch. Hey, there's got to be someone up here. You know what? I'm not even going around. Hey, there's someone up here. Hey, who's up here? Come on, I'm turning this camera around. Hold on, I gotta start. Dang it, I gotta. Hey, who's up here?
Oh,
Who's up here? Come on, I'm not playing around. Who's up here? Hello? Hey, who is up here? Hello?
Hey, who's up here, boy?
There is nobody up here. Boxes, wood. I mean, this stuff is old, bro. What is this? Rebuild. 2000 what? 2013. 2013, man. This sounds like what it must have fell over. I mean, this is crazy. Uh-oh, what is this? Uh-oh. What is this? Mr. and Mrs. Ronald J. Oh, whoa. I don't even know if I want to be touching that. An old watch.
It's a sign.
What is this? What is this? Oh, it's a shot glass. You guys saw up there. There's nothing up there. Okay, look, if you lived in this house, would you even walk up there for a second? I have no reason to. There's nothing up there that I need. And there must, I know I saw this when I looked up there. It looked like a pulley system. So whoever was here must have put stuff in here and pulled it up. That's what that must have been. And that thing completely disconnected. That was tied. Look, I saw it because it was tied around this thing right here.
After going into the attic, he finds nobody there except for some old tools and items, and something with the name Mr. and Mrs. Ronald, which was the previous and first homeowners who owned and helped design the place before Ryan's family eventually moved in. Other than that, he finds a bunch of items on the floor that were knocked down. He has no idea who or what is causing this, but believes it may be the spirits of the previous owners, since this was previously their property, and the items belonged to them, and this all started when they planned to sell the old tools from the shed. So could this be Mr. Ronald, or is it something else entirely? Let me know your thoughts on this one.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, I would give that one a 7. I would definitely give that one a 7. A drastic a score based from the last one up to now. But yeah, for sure. Only I don't know what the hell that was. That's the loudest footsteps I've ever heard. And watching in the history of us watching any paranormal clips, those are the loudest. I don't know if it had anything to do with maybe the audio was boosted, but y'all, those thumps were hella loud. But all right, so I would give that one a 7.
Stress.
Stress.
In the next video, a woman named Brenner explains that whenever she gets overwhelmed by stress, she likes to come outside and relax by her pool. This helps her calm her anxiety and relax. But one day, while she's there, the security camera captures something chilling. Take a look.
God. She ain't tripping off that? Girl, it's just moving. What? Hell nah. If it stops like in front of her, girl. Okay.
While her and her dog are standing near the pool, the big floater bed suddenly drifts towards her out of nowhere and then stops right in front of her. She mentions there was no wind whatsoever and the pool pump was off at the time. If it was wind or the pump, you would have also seen the smaller, more lighter floater moving in the same direction too, but it didn't move. Strangely, only the larger floater moved. The second strange thing is that the lights above her appeared to start flickering on and off one at a time. And right when the light above her goes off is when the floater starts moving towards her. Then the lights go back on. Brenner explains that these lights do not have any features to flicker one at.
I had peeped that, but I thought that was one of, I thought because you got some lights that are designed to where you can make them do that. So I did peep that though. But I thought, maybe she wanted to be on some type of different type of vibes or lights. You know what I mean? But yeah, I did peep that though.
At a time, or to even dim the light. They only have a simple on and off switch. These paranormal events often occur during times when she is stressed out, and just recently she lost one of her beloved dogs. So could this be something trying to take advantage of her weakness? As always, let me know what you think. If you have any video
Yeah, I'm gonna get that one or two.
recommendations, you can send them over to depthsofdespairbusiness@gmail.com. Battlefield. A man in Russia posts content about war. He also does treasure hunts in old war sites looking for war-related items. Sometimes he would come across old mines and other strange things. However, one night he was digging for items and didn't realize how late it had gotten in the middle of the woods when he starts to hear something unsettling.
А я до сих пор ничего не достроил. И тебе привет. Время 21:43. И я нихуя не достроил.
A strange female voice is heard whimpering from somewhere within the dark. He turns to where the sound is coming from but sees nothing there, so he just ignores it. He has no idea what it was, but given the wars that have occurred in the locations he visits, he's not surprised to hear something like that.
Yeah.
Astral
Oh my gosh. I mean, that would definitely, you know what I mean, rough my feathers if I did hear something like that, y'all. But come on now. I'm gonna get that one a 2. 2.5.
projection. A woman named Tay was on a short holiday with her boyfriend at the Hotel Marmonte in Santa Barbara, California. At the first night they were at the hotel, she was fast asleep, but she woke up hearing a voice speaking near her ear. At that moment, her boyfriend enters the room, so she thinks it was just him on the phone and dismisses it, but things quickly get more bizarre.
So I'm staying at the Hotel Marmonte in Santa Barbara, and my boyfriend and I had really weird experiences last night. And I'm gonna try to speed run this, but basically mine was kind of weird, his was really weird. So mine was basically that I was in a dead sleep and I woke up because I heard someone talking, and it sounded like they were either right by my ear or on speakerphone somewhere near my head. And then I heard my boyfriend come back in the room, like the door closed, and I was like, oh, okay, he's on a phone call. And I chose to disregard it and fall back asleep. So this morning I mentioned it, and he's like, no, I didn't take any phone calls last night. Like, I don't know. I just kind of figured because he's a firefighter, his crew's up at all hours of the night. It could be anything, anyone, whatever. He goes, no, but I did leave the room to go down to the lobby, so you probably heard me come back. And I said, why'd you go to the lobby? He goes, because I was really freaked out and I wanted to know if anyone's had a similar experience to me. I said, what happened? And he proceeds to tell me how all night he was having this really vivid dream where he was floating above his body watching himself and me sleep.
Oh,
just
wow.
a full out-of-body experience. And no matter where he tried to go in the room while he was having this out-of-body experience, he kept getting dragged to one particular point in the room. And that point was the foot of the bed right in front of me.
Oh.
Just watching us. He couldn't go anywhere else if he tried to. He just got pulled back. And then suddenly he got yanked out of this really deep sleep because the...
Wait, I was out and did not wake up for this because I'd been up since 5 a.m. for work before driving us down there.
lights in the room were flickering on and off, and they were not like dials or faders. They were on and off switches, and they were in the off position flickering to on, and that really freaked him out. So he turned off the lights, but he felt so unsettled that he decided to take a picture. And I'll put up the picture at the very end, but it's this
God,
really weird, unsettling, shadowy figure.
Oh,
and
God,
I don't try to skew anybody's opinion one way or another, but it definitely has features, in my opinion. So take a look.
Oh, God.
And
No,
tell me
I'm
what
good.
you think, because I have to sleep here one more night and I don't want to cry myself to sleep.
Oh, my God. I'm not doing it.
Not long after she had woken up to a strange voice right near her, her boyfriend had an out-of-body experience when he was asleep, and he couldn't move around the room because something kept dragging him back to the foot of the bed. After that, he woke up and saw the lights flickering on and off, so he took a picture because of how uneasy he felt in the moment. What makes this extremely unsettling is that the large shadow figure is seen standing right by the foot of the bed, where he said he got pulled to. and they both had a creepy experience but were unaware of what happened to each other until they spoke about it. They believe something was trying to get them out of their body and possess it. As some say, during astral projection, your body is at risk from other entities. As always, I'll let you be the judge. Now you're gonna want to see this night shift so horrifying the janitor has to pull out protection. You're gonna want to watch this video.
Now that last one, yeah, was really good. That was really good, y'all. I saw the shadow. That is crazy, y'all. The shit is real. My boyfriend be telling me about how sometimes he'll have dreams where he's astral projecting too, y'all. Don't know how it happens. I think it happens I don't know how it happens, but what I've heard is that you just, there's a certain portion of your brain that can awaken certain, I don't know, y'all, but he definitely he's done it before, y'all, a few times. He be telling me sometimes he'll see these people, these black shadows just like talking, like, you know what I mean, in certain areas, asking questions as if they don't know, you know, they're dead or something, they're entities. But yeah, y'all, he be saying he be seeing stuff like that, be having dreams about it, and sometimes he'll be able to look at me and himself sleeping. So I wonder what that is called. I know it's astral projection, but it has to be something else, because if you're able to see like dark shadows and stuff, that has to be something else. It can't just be you know, astral projecting. I'm not sure, y'all, but I've definitely heard that before. That was crazy. That last one, y'all, I would definitely give a 9.5. That was pretty damn creepy. Okay, getting off of here. I'm definitely going to be getting off of this one. Okay, what would I overall rate this Depths of Despair? It said the title was 5 scary ghost videos that will make you regret watching alone. I mean, well, that last one, before that last one, I would probably say, you know, I would give it like a 4. But after that last one, I'll give her a 5.5. A 5.5. The only ones that were scary was the last one and the one with the dude in the guy who had to check his attic. So those two alone, yeah. He mixed it up because those other ones were a bit like lackluster in my opinion, but you know what I mean? It makes for a good compilation. You know, some people might be, you know, this might be a video where it might be somebody's first time looking at it. So, you know, for the sake of that, because, you know, Depths of Despair is pretty good, I'm going to give them a 5.5 to a 6 for this one, y'all. Only because the last one added. But okay, I'm going to move on to the next. What do I have? Let me see. I have, what is this? Okay, so this one is moments before mass killer executes his friend. So let's find that one. Okay, this is moments before mass killer executes. Where's that? Executes his friends. Yeah, that's crazy. And they black. Oh, Lord. Let me see. Yep, there you go right here. Okay, so we're going to watch this. 45 minutes, bro. That is insane. Oh, my gosh. Are we really going to watch 45 minutes of this? Girl, I do not know. I thought this was 20 minutes long. Let's see this. Who is this by? The Villains? Okay, let me see. Hold on. Put my stuff on. Let me see, man. Let's see. Depending on how good it is, you know what I mean? I'm gonna get this 5 to 10 minutes. And if it's just too, you know what I mean? If it's too dry, I will be skipping, y'all. But damn, man, the title, moments before mass killer executes his friends. Why would you do that? All right, hold on. What happened between them? What was the phone?
Hold on, man. Is that real? Is that real back there?
This is 20-year-old Timothy Blanchard and his friends recording a silly video at a gas station. In just a few minutes, they'll head back to the nearby LGBTQ house party. What they don't know is that a masked killer will be there too, determined to murder everyone at the party. As the investigation unfolded, detectives would discover the killer's dark secrets and a disturbing recording exposing the sick motive behind the ruthless execution.
Damn. 45 minutes.
In the early
bro.
morning hours at around 5 a.m. on Saturday, May 25th, 2019, emergency lines in Detroit received a call from Clifton Blair Keys and Armand Matthews, who had just watched his worst nightmare unfold when a gunman barged into their home and opened fire.
Can you please have somebody come to this? What's the address, ma'am? What's the street name? That's right. What's going on at the location, ma'am? No, I'm the gay now. I apologize. That's okay. Somebody just came in and shot up the house. And two of my friends are fatally wounded. It is damn desire. Okay, ma'am.
What's up, Bars?
I'm going to see you to the location now. Are there any injuries? Yes, serious injuries that you can get right here as soon as possible. Please, please.
It had begun the night before, when a group of friends had been out on a Friday night party. But as the event started winding down, 5 friends, Blair Keys, Armand Matthews, Paris Cameron, Alante Davis, and Timothy Blanchir, returned to their friend Lance Atterbury's home to hang out. But the night was meant to be like any other, filled with music, dancing, drama, hookups, drinks, and arguments. The mood was laid back, and everyone was joking about silly incidents at the party earlier. But just as dawn began to break, they heard what they believed were fireworks. Unfortunately, the reality was far different, and had now changed their lives forever.
Damn.
As Blair hid in the bathroom to protect himself, he heard nearly 20 gunshots echo through the house. But what officers discovered once they entered the home would be far more gruesome and twisted than anyone imagined. 21-year-old Alante Davis was slumped over the dining table after being shot twice, while 20-year-old Paris Cameron and 20-year-old Timothy Blanchir lay sprawled across the floor, each having been shot 4 times. It was clear to responding officers that the shooter had been relentless and deliberate, attacking the group with clear intent.
Damn.
But what they didn't realize was that the intent would turn out to be far more shocking than anyone could have expected. Unfortunately, Alante Davis and Timothy Blanchir had already died from their injuries by the time the officers arrived. Paris Cameron was still breathing and was rushed to the hospital, but she too later succumbed to her wounds.
Damn.
Now facing a triple homicide, officers knew that they had to act fast, given an armed and dangerous suspect was still out there who could take more lives before the day was over. Not wasting any further time, detectives bring in Blair Keys and Armand Matthews, the only 2 surviving witnesses who had called 911.
Yeah, I find that really suspicious that his ass was in the bathroom during the incident. I'm not saying that it's impossible that or that it's less likely because I don't know them, okay? I don't know, but I'm gonna tell you like this. That's just a little weird. All of a sudden you're in the bathroom when the shootings go off. Let's keep it real, y'all. I'm just trying to explore the mind of the person who is the shooter. If you are in that house and you shot those 3, it was definitely intentional. You had to know who was going to be at that house. Also, you were watching. You had to be watching them, right? You knew who was going to be in that house. If you know what I mean? If you came in there just to go ahead and let off some rounds, I'd imagine if you were already going to kill everybody, you knew who else was left in that house. You get what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I'm thinking you were going to check bathrooms, everything, you know what I mean? Whatever the case may be, to make sure you got everybody who was up in that house. Don't that sound a little suspect? I don't know, y'all, but something is fishy about that. Let me see what's his name? Blair Keys? Blair Keys looks highly suspicious, y'all, because he hid in that bathroom. I mean, you know what I mean? Let's just see, though. Let's just see. I could be wrong.
While hiding, hoping they can help identify who would want to carry out such a brutal attack.
Well, at this point in my life, I guess I can't say now that I'm physically going through a lot right now. Because after last night, like, my mind can't even process what the heck is happening. Because I've never experienced something such as that. Never. Of my 20 years of being on this planet, like, I've been to many house parties.
Damn, 20.
And that I don't even know.
Yeah, I'm imagining you probably got a lot going on in your mind. So, you know, what we're going to do, we're just going to talk to you about it. We're not going to rush you through it. You know what I mean? We just want to understand, you know, help you. I don't know if you had experience. I know you never experienced anything like that, but a lot of times for a lot of people, talking about it, talking through it is one of those things that really starts the process of like, you know, getting it out and really starting that. I don't know if it's healing or just like processing it, whatever. Everybody, you know, but talking is usually a first step in getting it out and
Happy
moving
Sunday
forward,
midnight.
right?
What's up, 5-4?
Like repeatedly, like bow, 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 bow. I ran to the bathroom and he just kept shooting.
Okay.
Like he wouldn't stop.
Now, where were you at this point in the house when
the shooting was going on? I was in the bathroom, like ducked.
Did you run into the bathroom? Okay, where were you before?
So this is the table, and it was like chairs surrounding it. So
right by the TV.
Yeah, it was like a TV behind me, a table. Then this was the table that we were sitting by. So I was sitting on this side of the table.
And there's that bathroom immediately.
Yep, the bathroom was literally right there.
Okay.
And Paris was sitting on this side.
I'm doing good, 5-4.
How
about yourself, love?
And Tay was also sitting right here by Paris. Timothy was sitting over here by me. The man was coming from this way, shooting.
Like came in.
They all ran that way.
Damn, Paris was right in front of him.
Now, I had the clearest pathway to get shot. So that's how I know that I was not his target. That's how I know he was just targeting certain people, because his gun was not aiming at me. It was aiming this way. So he intentionally was trying to go after them for whatever reason, I don't know.
And who was it?
I think that's really weird. You don't know that. Maybe he changed his mind. See what I'm saying? Dead giveaway. How do you know that, bruh? You don't know. You do not know. Maybe he changed his mind. Maybe he was going to kill you. Who knows? You know what I mean? For some reason, he didn't give me. Nah, man. Y'all secret lovers. Let me find out they secret lovers. Y'all called it.
Yeah.
Paris, the people that got shot, Timothy, Paris, and Alante.
Okay. Paris, Timothy, and Alante. Out of those people, who were the people that were participating in the festivities?
All three.
All three. Okay. Describe this person that came in and did that.
All I really saw was his eyes. I saw that he had on a black ski mask and a hat, maybe a black coat, like all black, but I couldn't really tell him out because I was too busy trying to react and.
Okay, we'll work through that. When this person came in, what did he say?
He didn't say anything. He just, all you hear is footsteps and gunshots. And then after that, after the gunshots stopped, you just hear him walking out, slamming the door.
Okay.
He literally didn't say a word.
Okay.
Just came in and did what he did.
Now, from top to bottom, describe this person. And I know during a moment like that, I mean, you're trying to glance at somebody, but at the same time, you're trying to get the hell away. So, you know, you could be mistaken. I don't know.
Yeah, because he actually, it was about 5. He was shooting so fast, it was already 5 gunshots that was shot before I could even react. We were still sitting there having a conversation while the shooting was going on. That's how fast it happened. Like, we didn't even know that he was in the house. And then when the gunshots happened, like, we just, reacting, and all I hear is just screaming and.
But it's what Blair saw after the shooter had left that was truly harrowing.
The days of running errands looking a hot mess are officially over. You know those days when you like, Lord, please don't let me see.
After that, what happened?
After that, I come out the bathroom right after I hear the door slam. And, well, I instantly knew somebody got shot because all you could see was, like I said, blood coming literally through the wall into the bathroom. So I went out there and I lost it. Because like I said, the closest I've got to seeing a dead body is a funeral. I've never seen, I'm not gonna say that they're dead. No, I'll take that back. I've never seen somebody bloody, just lose so much blood. I've never been in that type of situation. So the only reaction that I had was to call 911. And that's what I did. And I was just trying to follow every direction that they was doing while I was breaking down. Then I had to go downstairs and check and see if Armand and Miami was okay. Miami was on the floor in the basement. Miami, which is Timothy.
Oh, okay.
Were they alive?
What happened? Just from your standpoint, I mean, what happened and what did you see?
Did he look black? Did he look white?
I really didn't see anything. All I saw was the guy walking towards us shooting, and then I walked.
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, after.
Not really much of nothing. It was just.
You called 911.
I just called 911, and I just, I was freaking out. Like I was just telling them, like they were asking me all these questions, and I was like, I didn't really know how to answer them because. Like my mind could not keep up with what was going on, so I was just like, "Can y'all just please send an ambulance?" Like that's all I'm asking. I'll do whatever y'all tell me to do, but I right now I can't answer these questions.
When detectives spoke with Armand, he shared a similar account, describing how he desperately tried to save his friend Timothy Blanchard after he was shot, as they both attempted to hide in the basement.
So, you know, we're for the homicide unit, right? We're investigating what happened last night. Over on Devonshire. So go ahead and just take me through everything you know from whenever you got there until when we showed up.
Okay, I get there, everyone's chilling, waiting to wake up to drink and get high, of course. Well, not of course, but we smoke marijuana.
Sure, we do.
Shoot.
I wonder where they are.
Folks to pull up. By the time they got there, it was a little music going on, and literally, my friends were sitting in a chair. Gunshots were fired. I'm sorry. I have to go back. Paris cousins. They came. A light-skinned guy. One of another friends. Paris friends came. He was short. Light-skinned with braids. They just did it.
What?
Just did what? They fucked. Okay.
Oh.
I don't want to say it like that.
No, that's fine.
Okay, I'm thinking he talking about they were the ones who did the shooting. That man was talking about they were getting intimate, y'all, girl.
Yeah. Okay. That's what happened.
Wait, hold on, in front of you? What?
Waited. I got an altercation with the boy Brendan. It wasn't, a big deal. We just had some words. I don't really like you that much. One of those conversations. He left. Lance took him home. Literally a minute or 30 seconds before I called the cops, which is around, I say 4:56, 4:57. That's when gunshots were fired, and I heard about 8 to 10 shots, I believe. But I wasn't really paying attention because I was just trying to run. I had Miami. I was trying to pull Miami with me because we both were in the same direction. Timothy. I tried to pull Timothy with me because we both were in the same direction. And that's when I noticed blood. I tried to hold the pressure till cops got there. I never got a description of who the being was that came in the house. My friend said all he seen was his eyes.
Thursday night, Friday morning at a hotel party. After the hotel.
I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I'm getting the vibes that this was like, I think they set this up, y'all. I don't know. I think they set this up. You could tell they was talking about what they were going to tell the cops. Because Armand, that's the dude right here. This is Armand, y'all. And we remember earlier when we heard from Blair, that's the first suspect that we heard speaking, and he was very specific. Oh, I didn't really see who he was. I just saw his eyes. Mind you, they did not give a full description saying, did he look black? Did he look white? Was he heavy set? Anything like that. Fuck it. You ain't even got to give a race description. Just give a bodily description. How tall was he? You know what I mean? Was he heavy set? You know what I mean? He's so busy talking about, oh man, I was too busy trying to run. I'm still gonna remember exactly what your ass looked like for sure. I might not remember what you had on, but I'm gonna know whether you was fat, skinny, you know what I'm saying? Did he look black? He didn't say anything. He told his friend Armand that the same thing. That's the only thing Armand said. Yeah, Blair told me he only saw his eyes. Really? That's the only thing you remember him telling you? I don't know, y'all. Just something seemed really fishy, y'all. Let me see.
Party. What time does that go until? They said they picked you up, what you said, 3, 4 in the morning?
Yeah, we brought up getting to Lance's house about 3 or 4. Shit, if I'm probably wrong, it's probably 2, 3 or 4. But still, everything was cool at the end.
Okay.
Everything was cool all the way to the gunshots. I'm not even really the bullets, the gunshots.
So 8 to 10?
About 8 to 10 shots.
You didn't know who the shooter was? You never saw him before? You never...
The way I was in the wall, I couldn't see the front door at all.
What was going on at the house before the shooting happened?
We were literally sitting there talking about a bunch of gay shit.
Okay.
Walk us now through this. You hear the door open, right? The screen of the house?
And then gunshots and footsteps. That's how I predicted, okay, this being came in the house.
Okay, so you hear the screen open. Where is everybody else inside the house?
We are all in the dining room. 3 of us is sitting over here, and 2 of us is sitting back. Well, Clifton was standing. Well, next to me.
Ooh, wait.
You know, when you first walk in the house, there's that half wall right there going past the living room into the dining room.
Let me know if y'all can hear it too. It's kind of low in my ears. Let me see. Do I need to turn this up more, girl? No, that's the last it could go. Golly, I hate that. But let me know if it's too low. Let me rewind it a little bit.
How many?
Well, next to me behind the wall. You know, when you first walk in the house, there's that half wall right there going past the living room into the dining room.
How many people are inside that dining room?
At that time, it was 5 of us. People and the guy, the shooter.
Neither Blair nor Armand was able to formally identify the shooter. The gunman had been wearing a ski mask that completely covered his face. The only detail Blair could provide was that the shooter had a light skin complexion and brown eyes. Detectives also learned that 2 additional partygoers had spent most of the night at the house, but had left before the shooting began. One of them was the homeowner, 29-year-old Lance Atterbury, along with Brendan Suttles, who had recently met and begun dating Armand. But what detectives still don't know is that these were not the only other people who had been inside the house that night. And soon, a 3rd individual will surface in the witness accounts who will be directly connected with the shootings. At the time of the shooting, Lance and Brendan were across town, driving to Brendan's mother's home to drop off some belongings. By the time they returned, they were met with nothing but chaos inside the house, leading detectives to conclude that they were not...
Wait, is these the actual photos? Oh, they are. Look at that blood. Oh, that's disturbing. Especially number 3. Oh, my God. Damn.
Involved in the crime, but were instead witnesses to its aftermath. But they could not say the same about Armand and Blair. And as the interrogation continued, detectives began to doubt both of them. They were the only 2 people who had somehow managed to survive such a targeted, gruesome attack. And investigators weren't convinced that they escaped by sheer luck.
What happened during the shooting?
What you mean?
Just tell me about the shooting.
He walked in shooting, and I ran to the bathroom, and he shot about at least 10, 15 times, and that was it. And I came out, and I instantly called the ambulance, and then I checked to see if he was at the front door, anywhere in the house, and then I talked to my friends.
What did the shooter look like?
I have no clue.
What was the shooter wearing?
All black, with a ski mask and a skull cap, from what I could see.
With a ski mask and a what again?
A skull cap.
Did the shooter say anything? Did the shooter say anything?
No.
Who was shot?
Terry, Paris, and Timothy.
Yeah, see, this is just weird. I don't know. Now, I ain't no expert in, in knowing, how someone should fully display like shock. But it's just for him to have witnessed his supposed friends being murdered. Like, his demeanor seems a little too chill. Bro, I'm talking about, I'd have been like, oh my God, I can't. I'd probably be in tears. Like, and if you notice, when you heard him talking on the phone, he didn't even really seem that, you know, that he didn't seem so shocked. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't no screaming at the top of his lungs like, oh my God! Oh my God! Like, you know, stuff like that. He was not like that at all. It was just like, could you just, oh my gosh, could you just please come get the, get the ambulance here? You know what I mean? It just seemed staged. That's all. He didn't seem like he was in shock at all, y'all. The reaction he is displaying just seems very bothersome. You know what I mean? I'm not buying it.
Where did the shooter go after he?
Let me find out.
Like you ran out the house.
All right, so this is the last few questions, and just for the questionnaire for the official form. Do you know who the shooter was?
No.
Are you the shooter?
No.
Okay. I guess it's put like this: are you the shooter who shot Timothy, Parrish, and Alante?
No, I never held a gun in my life.
Okay. Never held a gun, never had a gun.
Never held or had one.
Armin, right?
Yes. I beg to differ, sir.
We're just kind of now going over everything that you tell us. And I'll tell it to you truthfully, okay? Your story's not adding up, man.
That is my 100% true.
I'm looking at everything from listening to what Clifton has to say,
to watching
video of everything. It's not adding up.
Video.
Like what?
Like any that you're telling me right now.
They trying to bait him.
Like what? What is
that? This is called bait. They're baiting him for sure.
I mean, that's literally what I know, y'all. I was fucked up. I was drunk as fuck. I really don't know.
And maybe you were.
I mean, I know everything I told y'all is true.
Maybe you were fucked up and everything was maybe a little bit blurry. Maybe you made some poor decisions. I don't know. And maybe there was reasons for it. I don't know that either. I just know one thing, is that people make decisions sometimes that are not right, they're not wrong, but they happen. Whatever that might be. And maybe that happens.
He's baiting him.
No.
See, this detective right here, or investigator, we wouldn't call him, we call him a detective, y'all. The questioner. He's speaking in as if he has a guilty conscience or something, like to get him to kind of admit. See, people do things that they may have not maybe meant to do. Like, bro, he just, mind you, he's trying to claim his innocence. He's trying to prove to them he's innocent. He don't know what happened. He don't know why they got shot. He has no clue. He's coming off as, to let them know he does not know. He's innocent. I don't know. He doesn't know why it happened. But this detective here is trying to bait him by speaking to him as if he did do it or had something to do it. You see how he baiting him? Just watch some questionnaires. All questionnaires.
What you're telling me and what we know is two different things. And all I'm asking for you to do is just be honest.
Okay.
So tell me.
What do you want to know?
Tell me what happened.
I literally told you what happened. A guy walked in, opened fire, 30 minutes before Clifton, Brandon and Lance left. And he came in, I don't know what the heck he got. It just looked like Clifton said he'd seen his eyes. The guy came in, he opened fire. I could not really see him at all. I got up, I left after I heard the first gunshot, and I kept hearing him as I was running down the stairs. So, I really don't know what more y'all want me to tell y'all.
But while Armand and Blair insisted that they had no involvement in the crime, they shared a curious detail about Blair's wallet that caught the detective's attention.
Lance took Brendan home.
Okay.
And after Lance took Brendan home, right after buying that, that's when they went to go find my wallet.
I got you. Did Lance come back before they left? So Lance and Brendan left, and then
we was there by ourselves.
And who was we?
Me, the people I just named off.
Okay.
Me, Timothy, Paris.
Okay. And then they left and went to the gas station, and who was at the house when they left and went to the gas station?
Just me and Armand.
You and Armand. Okay, so I'm gonna summarize this and tell me if I got anything wrong, okay? I'm just trying to, light-skinned guy leaves. Is it right after?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he leaves right after. Did you see him in any car or somebody, did he say?
He walked.
He walked? Which way did he go?
He walked the opposite way that he came.
So the five of you guys, Timothy, Alante, Paris, Clifton, you guys
They
never
did
leave that
leave.
house.
His wallet was missing. They went back to the BP gas station, ran back cameras, and the cameraman had his wallet behind
What's
the
up,
counter.
Ricky?
And that's on surveillance after the guys had left.
After Lance
and Brandon, yes.
Okay, so who all left?
Brandon and Lance, the shit.
Who
For
left
the,
to go to
get the wallet.
Who left to go back to the gas station?
Alante and Paris. And Miami. They all, yeah, three of those guys left. And they came back like we found it, yada, yada, yada.
Did they retrieve the wallet?
They got the wallet, but no money was in it.
Okay.
Whoever found it took all the money out and just turned it in.
Okay, so who stayed at the house when them three left?
Me and Clifton.
Anybody else?
Again, detectives cannot shake the feeling that Armand and Blair are involved. Why else would they stay back at home while the victims went to retrieve the wallet at the store? To investigators, it looked like the perfect window for...
What? Wait, oh, this was before. Oh my gosh, girl, you're not following your damn self. So this was before the shooting. So they had lost a wallet, so they went back for... They went back to the house to go find Blair's wallet. This wasn't his. Girl,
something to be set in motion, especially since, on their own account, the shooter arrived only moments after the trio returned. But as they spoke with Lance, the homeowner, detectives discovered that when the victims had left for the store, they hadn't returned alone. Paris had met someone at the store and had invited this man to join them at the house.
Can you describe him? Yeah, physical being, how he looked and what he was wearing.
I just know a small frame, lighter tone.
He's the shooter. He's the shooter. He's the shooter, y'all, for sure. He's the shooter. He gotta be. Oh no, smaller frame. Ain't nobody mentioned nothing about no frames, man. Nobody mentioned anything about any frames but you. But I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Let me see.
You remember what he was wearing?
It was gray. His pants were gray.
Lance's description of this mystery man was eerily similar to what Blair had said about the shooter's skin tone. And when detectives checked with Blair and Armand, both stated that this man had left the house shortly before the shooting began. To verify their account, detectives request surveillance footage from the gas station store. But what they don't realize is that this footage will soon send them on the hunt for a man who will not be easy to find. Earlier that night, the group had made a quick stop at a BP gas station on the corner of Devonshire and Mack. While they were there, Paris made a new friend. At 2:40 a.m., surveillance cameras captured Paris and Alante entering the store. Paris was dressed in all black with a Nike cap, while Alante wore a camo-style t-shirt and a hat.
Damn.
Standing in line at the...
This is so eerie because they're going to die. Damn. Ooh. So young, too.
Cashier to their left was a young man who had caught Paris's attention. He had just entered the store moments earlier, grabbed a juice from the cooler, and was waiting to pay. After a minute or two, Paris stepped away from Alante and walked toward the doorway to speak with the young man, though the cameras could not capture what was said. Moments later, most of the group...
That's so weird. Why would you invite a stranger to a house party? Like, that's weird, right? Am I the only one tripping off that? Like, that's not normal behavior. You don't know this dude? Or did she? Did she know him? They saying that she didn't know him. That's crazy.
Re-entered the store. Blair led them toward the coolers, with Alante and Timothy dressed in pink, and Paris following behind. The young man paid for his drink and began heading for the door after briefly chatting with Paris. But as cameras showed him leaving, Paris called out to him, and he returned to the store moments later. The group was then recaptured inside the store. While the cameras recorded no audio, Blair later recalled that Paris had been openly flirtatious with the man.
Oh, girl.
When the group eventually left the store, they were seen getting into Blair's car, which was parked just around the corner and out of view of the cameras. As the car pulled away, Paris could be seen leaning out of the window and calling out to the young man, inviting him to join them at Lance's house for their gathering.
Girl.
My heart's fine.
Hell nah. You cannot. Man, Jesus Christ, young and naive than a motherfucker, okay? Don't call him that. I mean, it ain't smart, okay? If a damn show ain't smart. If a show ain't smart, damn. Her ass, and she was cute, honey, but you cannot be that fast, girl. That's crazy.
Only 40. Ignoring your heart health.
Homeboy, clearly was looking for a lick. Broke as hell, y'all. Hungry. Man. Why you had to kill him, though?
Devin, Devon, something like that.
The young man that Paris had invited was 18-year-old Devon Robinson. He had attended the same grade school as Armand years earlier and lived only 2 blocks from the area. About half an hour after the encounter at the gas station, Devon arrived at Lance's house. Armand and Blair later said that shortly after Devon got there, he went into the master bedroom with Paris, and others eventually joined them. The intimate activities that happened inside the room.
Wait a minute. Paris, I know you didn't just... That's crazy. You just met the dude and you just went ahead and gave him some? Y'all, oh my gosh. Hell nah. Oh, that's wild. That's insane. Damn, that was too fast. Not even an hour later, she gave up the draws, y'all. Paris, may she rest in peace. But damn, girl. Did he even know your last name?
No secret to anyone in the house. In fact, the group had even joked inside the rooms eventually joined them. The intimate activities that happened inside the room were no secret to anyone in the house. In fact, the group had even joked about it throughout the night. But in the haze of the evening, none of them realized that this seemingly casual encounter would soon tear their lives apart. Investigators then worked to piece together what had happened after that night and track Devon's movements. They began linking surveillance footage from across the neighborhood, and what they uncovered would raise even more disturbing concerns. After receiving the invitation to the house, cameras captured Devon walking back toward his own home. But along the way, he paused and even backtracked briefly, as if reconsidering his path before continuing. Eventually, he was seen heading toward Lance's house. Devon stayed with the group for about an hour, most of it spent inside the bedroom. Later, BP station cameras captured him again as he made his way back home. But this time, his behavior appeared unusual.
Yeah, why is he looking back?
Cameras showed him pacing in front of the store entrance, spitting, and even gagging, before finally going inside to purchase another drink. By 4:02 a.m., Devon...
He was gagging. He was nervous, y'all. He was nervous. That's why he was nervous. He was nervous, y'all. Ah, damn. Let me see.
...had returned home. Less than an hour before finally going inside to purchase another drink. By 4:02 a.m., Devon had returned home. Less than an hour later, the shooting began. Armed with this information, as officers rushed to his residence, they found out that they were late, and Devon and his mother had inexplicably moved from their house.
What?
His roommate only mentioned that they had left in a hurry, raising several red flags about Devon's suspicious disappearance.
Mm.
In a desperate search for the man who clearly seemed to know more about the shooting from that night, detectives released Devon's image to the media to enlist the community's help to find him. And finally, after a week-long search, a tip led investigators to a house on the other side of the city.
Oh, that's so crazy, man. You spread like wildfire. They will find your ass, man. Woo. That's crazy. They found him a week later. That's not bad.
Confirming Devon.
I mean, you know, they already passed before this, but I'm saying usually it could take months, maybe even years, y'all. With using social media, bro, they found him within a week. Wow.
Location. They took him into custody, hoping he would finally reveal the key to solving this vicious crime. This was the opening that detectives had been waiting for, knowing this was their best chance to get the truth, and, if possible, a confession. Everything hinged on this conversation. One wrong move, one misstep in the questioning, and Devon could shut down or explode, ending the interview before they learned what really happened that night. But detectives are completely unaware that Devon knows much more about the shooting than what he's going to tell them.
And those three individuals that we know that you're responsible for shooting. Now, I don't want you to say anything right now, but we know that you're responsible for shooting. They had to secure enough to arrest you for the homicide. Now, we know some other things that happened prior to that. We know some things that they did to you that was not cool prior to that. We know that you were intoxicated prior to that, and when they took you back to the house, some other things happened. Okay.
So wait a minute. So, from what I'm hearing, y'all, that detective is saying that, you know how Paris did all the catcalling and all that stuff, and she was trying to, you know what, have some fun. Y'all, they weren't the only ones getting down in that room. They weren't the only ones getting down in that room, y'all. Damn, they did mention very quickly and very subtle that, what did it say? It soon after Paris and Devon were in the room, they were soon joined by what did they say? By some more people, y'all. They kind of just threw that in there and skipped to the next scene, y'all. Oh, Lord. Damn, they all was in on it. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Know exactly what you did, but we want to know why you did what you did. What was your emotional state during that time at night and everything else, you know? So that's what we're here to talk to you about. And we know what happened.
Paris is nasty.
We want to hear from your words exactly what these guys did, because we know, even though you kind of lost it at that moment and did what you did, but we both men too, and we understand we might have did the same thing. You know what I'm saying? When people are enraged or people are under stressful situation, if you got alcohol or some other drugs is involved, you don't think properly.
He's baiting.
Sometimes you might do some things that you sit back later on and be like, damn, what the hell have I done? You know?
At this point, Devon admitted.
Yeah, he hella baiting on that one, y'all. And this ain't no shade to anyone. But no, he didn't equate that to, damn, you know, we all have done some crazy things. Yeah, which we have, but that ain't no shit that you just, you know what I mean? You don't think twice about. I'm just keeping it real, y'all. He a grown-ass man saying that to that little boy. And he a little boy to me, y'all. Even though he probably 19, 20, he's still hella young. You a little boy to me, honey. You're a baby. You're a baby. But he's definitely, the detective's definitely trying to bait him so that he can have, so that it shows he has some sort of sympathy. You get what I'm saying? Making them think that maybe if he showed that, he's more likely to open up to him about what really went down. You get what I'm saying? Baiting him.
That he had spent time with Paris in the bedroom, but he denied being involved with anyone else. However, detectives had also found his DNA on Timothy, which verified witness testimonies about everyone being in the room with him. Devon acknowledged that he was a closeted gay man, but he did not admit to the murders or to the motive that the detectives suspected, that he may have retaliated after feeling quote-unquote used by the group.
We want an explanation from you why you did what you did. We were hoping this is a good enough explanation where we can go and advocate for you. But we want the explanation from you why you did what you did. Because we know exactly what you did. You understand that, young man? We know exactly what you did.
See, he trying to.
Yeah,
but I ain't did nothing.
Well, you were there longer than you told us. Yes, we got you. People leaving. We know people were leaving, and you left. We know that. We also got you coming back and running away from the location, up the street, up the side street. I can't think of the name of the streets right now, but to your mom's
You know
house.
exactly what street, bro.
Clear as day. You can't deny technology.
Mind you, he has not stated that he shot those people, y'all. They, again, are aggressively baiting him, telling him, we know it was you. Just because you don't know, if you knew it was me, why are you questioning me? If you knew it was me, why are you questioning him, bro? They are aggressively baiting him. I'm not sticking up for him because I do think he had a lot to do with it. But what I'm telling y'all is he did not openly admit, hey, I shot these people. You know what I mean? And there you go. He did not say that at all. You see what I'm saying? See?
You can't.
Damn sure can't, but I know what I didn't and did do.
Okay. Well, listen, though. I'm sorry to cut you off. If you didn't, you were there, or you saw something that made you run away, right? So if you didn't do it,
how can I run away from something when I was at home?
Well, maybe you went in, and when you went back, maybe you went in and you saw some shit. You saw them shot and you ran out. I don't know. And that's the way you come in. You got to tell us that.
When I went home, like literally home.
Faced with the inconsistencies in his story, detectives confronted Devon with the surveillance footage and pressed him further. The same doorbell camera that had captured him returning home shortly after 4 a.m. Also recorded a dark figure leaving his house about an hour later. Another camera, positioned across from Lance's house, captured the front portion of the property. While it did not show the shooter entering, it did record a dark figure running away from the house just minutes after the attack. The timing caught investigators' attention. The figure was seen roughly 4 minutes after someone had left Devon's home 2 blocks away. Then, at 5:01 a.m., cameras captured someone returning to Devon's house, only minutes after the shooting had taken place. The distance between the two houses was only about 1/4 of a mile, meaning someone running could cover it in just over 3 minutes. This meant the surveillance footage linking the two locations strongly suggested that the shooter had come from Devon's home.
Okay. So you say after all this happened, you leave, everybody started leaving, right? You leave, you go home, and when you go home, what do you do?
Take a shower and go to sleep.
Take a shower and go to sleep. And you at home that whole time, right?
Yes.
Until what time?
Until like 11 o'clock.
A.M.
A.m.
Next morning?
Mm-hmm.
Well, same morning? Daylight. So about 11 o'clock. And 11 o'clock, what do you do?
I go down to my house in a little place on Buick.
What's that kind of place? What is it?
No, I'm talking about where he stay at.
Who?
My pops.
Your pops?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you went home, you stayed with your mom?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so when you went home, was your mom home?
Yes.
So when you came in, did your mom know you had come in?
Yes.
Okay, she saw you come in?
Yes.
She observed you come in, right?
Yes.
You came in by yourself?
Yes. My auntie was laying on the couch.
Your auntie was laying on the couch?
Yes.
And nobody saw you leave, what you're saying? You just went to sleep, right?
Yes.
So you didn't leave at all?
I didn't leave.
Okay. So you have a twin brother?
No.
I'm being serious. This is real important. You have a twin brother?
I got a brother. I got a brother that look just like me, though.
He
That's
look
why
just
I'm
like
asking.
the same kind of hair?
I don't know. I don't know if he got it now. He doing time.
Right. He's not out, though. He's in jail, right?
Yeah.
And the clothes that you had on that night, what clothes did you have on that night when you walked into the house?
My army fatigue jacket.
Army fatigue jacket. And what else?
He has some shorts on.
My Adidas hat.
And you say you never left back out?
When I walked into my
house, you never left back out till like 11 o'clock. You never left back out shortly after you went into the house and left right back out. You never left back out like that.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying, right?
I never left back out.
Okay.
After I went home, after leaving that shot.
Do you ever have a history of memory lapse?
I don't know.
Have you ever
hold on, what is memory lapse?
Have you ever had a problem where you can't remember certain things?
Sometimes.
Oh,
Sometimes.
Lord.
When does that come on?
A lot when I smoke weed.
You smoke weed?
Yeah.
Okay. And so you can't remember certain things that you did the night before or during that time or something like that, is what you said?
Like, it'd be stuff that I forget right then and there that I just said, like, man, I'm just thinking, I forgot.
But you wouldn't forget shooting 3 people, would you?
Come on now.
You wouldn't forget that, right?
Hell no.
So then you must not be telling us the truth. Because we have videos of you going in the house and coming right back out shortly afterwards and going back to that house.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we have videos of that. Now, can you give an explanation why you don't remember that? Because you just told me you left out at 11 o'clock, and that's not true.
Right.
We have actual videos. So either you forgot or you're lying to me. Which one is it?
Nah, I ain't forgetting. I damn sure ain't lying to you. Okay. I did.
Well, you did, because we have you on video coming out. Going back
Damn, we're almost done with the video. Wow, that was fast.
to the house. So,
I didn't. How you gonna make me admit to something that I
I'm not trying to make you.
That's what you just said.
Mind you, there's cameras everywhere. We had cameras everywhere.
Right.
It's tracked you.
Right.
Boom, boom, boom. We can piece all that together.
Right.
No bullshit.
They still need him to admit he ain't admitted
I need
it.
you to hear me. If you're listening, no, right. So I'm just saying. I'm just memory loss or whatever the case may be. We telling you what we have. We tracked you on video, not just track you from a dog, which we can do that. We did that as well. Boom, 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 in the house, running. That's a fact.
But despite the mounting evidence against him, Devon Robinson pleaded not guilty and waited for his day in court while his family stood by him. In multiple phone calls with them, Devon tried to analyze the case against him, insisting that authorities did not have enough evidence to prosecute him. Notably, throughout these calls, Devon never confessed to the crime. He never mentioned the surveillance footage and never explained why the victims had been attacked with such brutality. Instead, he appeared detached and unfazed, focusing only on himself. His mother, however, expressed deep frustration with media reports that portrayed him as a closeted gay man.
That's mostly what she... Wait. So she don't care about him being a killer or nothing like that. She more so concerned about his sexuality. Mama, I'm gonna let you know right now, ma'am. I mean, feel how you feel, but that ain't where it's at, girl. Let me see. Did I hear that correctly, y'all? She not worried about her son being a a mass murderer. She worried about him being in the closet. That's crazy.
Are you making me mad? Trying to say, you know, everybody out here trying to act like you gay, right? That shit pissing me off.
And see, that's the problem. Look how she speaks against that. You see what I'm saying? It is what it is. If that's what it is, you get what I'm saying? But you can tell by her saying that she has a problem with it, which ultimately he has a problem with it. He's not accepting himself. So what he did in that room that night, y'all, he wasn't proud of himself. You get what I'm saying? Causing him to do what he did. Damn, he did it, y'all. He did it. Thanks to mom and her flapping her damn gums about what she don't approve of. They just told you that your son is a prime suspect in a mass shooting. Your ass worried about it. That's wild, y'all. That's just insane to me. I feel bad for him now.
And don't let me be out. It's gonna piss me all the way off. Man, they trying to make it seem like it's a hate crime. Girl walked up to me saying she been knowing you forever. You said girl walked up to you and said she knew me forever? Yeah. And she know how I am. People who know me know how I am. She was like, I would have never thought Lil Devin would have did something like that. If we had the death penalty, they would be trying to give you the death penalty, but they can't. The only thing they can do is give you a natural life in Michigan.
Damn.
So they basically trying to say because you did it because you hate gay people and all that shit. But see, that shit ain't gonna fly. You got sisters and mama that's lesbian. You feel me? You know that's got through.
Oh wait, hold on. So she's wait, oh girl. I'm not rewinding that. It sounded like she was against that first, y'all. Is she trying to say she's with it? It sounded like she was against it, y'all. Am I tripping? Did I mishear her? Have I misheard her? Let me know. I could have sworn it sounded like she was against it, y'all. Now she's trying to say, well, that it can't be true because she says she's gay herself. Girl, I done lost it. I don't know. I thought I heard her say she was against that, y'all. Keep going.
Exactly. If it ain't no evidence to charge me by my court date, they gotta let me go.
Not necessarily, Dennis. They just can't do what they I did. Because they have nothing against him. And he pled to that shit, but you ain't got to worry about no Kobe City. You feel me? That's what he was worried about, his Kobe City.
Right. And I told the police I was gay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Are you? Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. I got to hear that again. I'm sorry. I need to hear this. Hold on.
Yeah, everybody making me mad trying to say.
Wait, everybody's making me mad trying to say you fucking with the niggas. You see what I'm saying?
You know everybody out here trying to act like you gay, right? That shit pissing me off.
Okay, so I heard that correctly. It's actually pissing me off. So it's pissing her off that they were trying to say he was gay. Okay. All right, I'm gonna speed it back up to where we were, y'all. Now they're trying to say, she was trying to say, but I know you ain't got no problem with that because you got parents or you have a mom who's gay, which is weird because what are you talking about? Like, okay, so if the truth is of the matter, is he or is he not, girl? Fuck what everybody else think. They on their own shit. What is it with your child? You know what I mean? All right. I just wanted to hear that, y'all. Hold on. Let's just go back over here. Let's just let it play.
And don't let me be out. It's gonna piss me all the way off.
Man, they trying to make it seem like it's a hate crime. Girl walked up to me saying she been knowing you forever.
You said girl walked up to you and said she knew me forever?
Yeah.
And she know how I am. People who know me know how I am.
She was like, I would have never thought Lil Devil would have did something like that. If we had the death penalty, they would be trying to give you the death penalty, but they can't. The only thing they can do is give you a natural life in Michigan.
Damn.
So they basically trying to say because you did it because you hate gay people and all that shit. But see, that shit ain't gonna fly. You got sisters and mama that's lesbian. You feel me? You know that's got through.
Exactly. If it ain't no evidence to charge me by my court date, they gotta let me go.
Not necessarily, Dennis. They just can't do what they did. Because they have nothing against him. And he pled to that shit, but you ain't got to worry about no Kobe City. You feel me? That's what he was worried about, his Kobe City.
Right. And I told the police I was gay.
Okay.
Yeah. So that should be out the window, that hate crime shit.
Mm-hmm. Well, my thing is,
okay, are you?
If you ever felt like that way or something, don't be never afraid to come to me with that shit. Don't keep that kind of shit from me.
I'm not.
As the trial began.
Damn, so he... Oh, Lord, this is crazy. So basically, y'all, he just outed himself to his mom, who is secretly against that. But she's gay. So it's like, what? Oh, no, y'all. Oh, no. What a horrible way to be outed. You know what I mean? I feel kind of bad for Devin, y'all. Damn, he couldn't even be himself. It sounds like he actually is. Maybe he's bisexual, because if he was messing with Paris and clearly they did some stuff, and obviously, you know, that makes him bisexual. So maybe he's having an identity crisis, a sexuality crisis, while processing what he did aside from having sexual activities with both men and female, male and female, and also processing that he murdered them, those same people that he had sex with. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay.
And in March of 2020, the motive behind the murders finally came into focus, confirming what investigators had suspected from the beginning.
We've got 3 victims. We've got sex involved. This thing is, I'm sure, not part of your everyday life. All right? So right now, it's time to put both feet on the ground, take a deep breath. We're here, we're real, we're relaxed. We're going to make them prove it.
It's something what's known as a trade. A trade is someone who holds themselves out as heterosexual, but has interest in people of the same sex, but they're on the down low. So they're referring to him as a trade, and then they're laughing.
No, it does not mean they're on the down low, girl. Just mean trade. He acts more manly. He acts more masculine. He is gay. He's just mostly into, so okay, how I interpret it, you guys, and I could be wrong, and please forgive me to my gay community, because a lot of you guys definitely watch me and show me a lot of love. But if I got it, please let me, if I don't got it, please, I can guarantee y'all will let me know. But from what I gather, honey, trade is somebody who is more masculine. They are what you call top. They are mostly portray someone who is they're more masculine. You wouldn't know if they're not femme, they're not flamboyant. I'm gonna just leave it at that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna leave it at that. But they definitely are gay. They're just more masculine. They're not flamboyant. Anyways, but yeah, she talking about on the low, girl. Both that, on the low and not on the low, girl, please. And shame you if you are doing all that stuff and you got a female partner and you not letting her know. But that's a whole nother conversation, y'all. But let's just keep going.
Giggling, saying, "Oh, he is gay. He is gay." Eventually, the defendant leaves, and Paris is seeing him off out the front door. Paris is happy, but it's like he's watching their interaction. And the defendant is standing there just completely blank. And Blair is watching this happen. He never thought it was a good idea to bring a stranger home from the gas station in the first place, and even complained about it to the homeowner who ran out of it.
Blair Keys was the first witness to tell the jury about the house party, and particularly how Devon was emotionless and cold throughout, and how he always had concerns about inviting him to the house in the first place.
But I did tell him, I didn't like the fact that they did that because it's a random boy from a gas station,
There we go.
Why does this concern you?
It concerned me because it's a random guy from a gas station.
All right.
So that's why.
To these individuals that are...
No, the whole time he's not saying anything. He's just sitting there, chilling the whole entire time. Not an emotion in his face.
Did you and Paris talk amongst yourselves in front of him saying he's gay, he's with it?
No. We were downstairs.
Okay.
Talking about that.
Did you ever talk about it upstairs? Did you ever giggle about him upstairs?
No.
Blair then describes what happened when a gunman suddenly walked through the door and opened fire.
Me, Paris, Alante, Timothy, and Armand.
All right, and while you're sitting around laughing about this situation, what happened?
We hear footsteps. We think it's Lance. We hear, mind you, it's kind of close to July, so we hear little firecracker noises. It wasn't a big gun, but it was like pow, pow, pow. So we thinking it's Lance playing a joke. But then we see a guy with a ski mask come in.
Objection to reading.
Okay, what do you see?
I see him coming in with a ski mask, and...
Does this person have a weapon?
Yes, he was shooting.
What do you do?
I was in a 2-second shock. That's how I got a good glance, at least at his, at his eyes. That's how I remembered. And then after that, I had ran into the bathroom.
Are you able to identify the person who was the shooter that night?
Yes.
Why?
Only by skin complexion and eyes.
And what did that look like to you?
It looked like the same boy that came with the body.
The person sitting in the courtroom today, the defendant, Mr. Robinson?
Yes.
You didn't see the face of the shooter, did you?
No, but I got a good...
I'm asking, did you see the face of the shooter, yes or no?
No.
You really didn't look at who was shooting, correct?
I glanced.
Yes.
a 2-second shot in the glance, and then I ran.
Armand Matthews described how he tried to save his friend while they hid in the basement and said he never saw the shooter.
We're sitting there, and next thing, like literally, this is all we were doing was sitting there, and that's when the gunshots took place. I was in the dining room area. I really could not see the front door. Blair's seen everything. When I seen the gunshots, I immediately, first we were all, we were like, what are they? Are they fireworks? But, I grabbed Timothy and I rushed down to the basement, and I had him with me. When we were running down the basement, he was saying something to me, and he immediately stopped talking. He grabbed my hand and put my hand where the bullet shot was on his chest.
Indicating for the record your hand is on your chest.
Yes.
Wow.
And, I held pressure. I ran back upstairs because I heard Blair screaming. I ran back upstairs to make sure everything all right. I seen Teddy and Paris curled up in the corner. I called 911. I stayed on the phone with 911. I ran back downstairs. I held pressure on Miami because he was still breathing. Timothy. He was looking at me.
Oh, I had it all wrong. He was the one that was on the phone calling the cops in the beginning. The voice that we heard, that was him. I thought it was Blair. Okay. I accused them, y'all. Okay, it's unraveling.
I held pressure on him. And I stayed on the phone until the cops got there. When the cops got there, she put her gun to my face, made me take pressure off of Timothy. And in my belief, that is when he really lost his life. Because once I moved my hands off his chest, the blood was rushing a lot faster than what it was. And she put her gun to me, told me to...
But despite Devon insisting that he did not kill the victims, his motive appeared clear to those in the courtroom. Prosecutors argued that Devon believed that the victims had mocked him for hiding that he was a gay man, something they said triggered the violent attack. Moreover, the surveillance footage presented mounting evidence against him. Cameras showed someone leaving Devon's home and heading toward Lance's house around the same time that the shooting occurred. No alternate theory was presented, and no witnesses could account for where Devon had been during that time.
To get dressed in black clothing, head down towards Brunswick, over to Devonshire, kill all these people, come running back out towards Buckingham, back in the house. Again, you would have to believe, after all of this, that some random person went for an 8-minute walk at the exact time of the shooting. That's not what happened. This is the defendant. The defendant did this.
And it didn't take the jury long to return with a verdict on all counts.
How do you find the defendant, Devin Robinson, as to count 1, homicide, murder, first degree, premeditated, Alante Davis?
We find the defendant guilty.
How do you find the defendant as to count 2, homicide, first degree, premeditated, Timothy Blanchard?
Guilty.
And as to count 3, homicide, first degree, premeditated.
That's 3 life sentences.
Paris Cameron.
Guilty.
Devon Robinson was sentenced to 3 life terms without the possibility of parole for first-degree murder, along with 10 to 20 years for 2 counts of assault with intent to murder, and an additional 2-year sentence to be served consecutively for felony firearm. If you found
that's wild, y'all. The mama didn't know her son at all. She had this image of her son in her head that she projected like he was just this perfect young man. Yeah, because I know my son don't even own a gun. Girl, he out here willingly killed these people. And you know what I mean? Like with no second thoughts about it. Well, it kind of looked like he thought twice about it when you saw him in front of his house. He walked out and then he walked out, then he walked back to the door like he was thinking about it. You never know what people be thinking, y'all, for real. You don't know what they be up to. Oh my gosh, y'all. Whole time I thought Blair and Armand were you know what I mean? I thought they were in on it. They had no idea. They lucked out, basically. They got blessed, y'all. Because he saw them, but because he did not have sex with them, he did not do anything to them. He just killed the people that he had sex with. Ooh, be careful, man. Even to y'all in the LGBT, part of the LGBTQ community too. Please, man. I know, you know what I'm saying? Like it, just like anybody, sex can be quite fun, but be careful. Some people ain't out and they're not comfortable with where they are, and as far as their exploring their sexuality. Please, man, if somebody's sitting there playing games and they ain't fully out, don't fuck with them, for real. Just don't, for real, because shit like this can happen. Okay, even if it was consensual, you know what I'm saying? Be careful out there, for real. But all right, man, that was wild, man. Damn, rest in peace to those three. Paris was fast as hell, just as much as Timothy and what's his name. They didn't have to participate. They brought their asses up there too. But yeah, man, slow down, okay, for real. But yeah, rest in peace, man. That was crazy. That was wild, y'all. All right, so that's all I got. I mean, I have some more, y'all, but I don't want them to be so long. I'm not sure like how y'all feeling about it. Oh gosh. Girl, focus. Anyway, but yeah, so I got another one. Hold on. Let me pause this one and let me get to my other list. Lord help me. Okay, so the other one I got, y'all, is only 22 minutes long. So it says boyfriend kidnaps girlfriend for hours after he snaps over Facebook post. I don't know what y'all think. Go home, girl. Homeboy, make some noise. Oh yeah, that was wild, y'all. I know y'all heard about it. What the hell? This can't be real, honey. What did it say? Less than 5 left. Killed all their children. This is wild, y'all. About this man, I'm not sure where they stay, but they definitely somewhere in the South, y'all. Oh no, yeah, in Louisiana. Yeah. In Louisiana, that dude that killed his all his kids. All 8 of them. There's so many different portion of this story coming out, y'all. Talking about, I think the youngest was 1 and then the oldest was 14. Then another story that said that the youngest was 3 and the oldest was 11. I'm like, girl, what's the real? Either way, it's a sad thing to see, y'all. I guess what ended up, there was this couple, they had 8 kids, or the majority of the kids they had together. It was 8 in total. I think 1 was like a cousin or something like that. And they all were at the house, y'all, chilling. I think they were on their way to bed, whatnot. It was supposed to have like some sort of sleepover where their cousin was there. And the parents of this household, they were going through a damn divorce. And so the father couldn't take that. So he decided to take it upon himself to sit there and end the lives of 8 children, 7 in which of it were his own. And the other one was a cousin. Y'all, 8 kids. How could you? My gosh. Like, you know what I mean? My baby, she is everything to me. Okay, she gets on my nerves. I know y'all be hearing her crying in the background, making my head hurt to a new given tea, honey. But I could never sit there and put my mind to want to off her. She is part of me. She is part of her father. You know what I mean? But you had 8 of them things. 8 of them things, girl. They are people. 8 children, y'all. 8 of them. They were asleep while he sat there and put bullets in their heads, y'all. Unbelievable. I hate hearing about that, y'all. I really do. I hate hearing about that, losing control like that, bro. I mean, and this ain't means for me to sound funny, but then again, I don't care. But bro, if you felt that crazy about it, you could have just offed yourself. I'm just saying, like, why are you gonna take the kids? And I think he did, actually. I think he ended up offing himself. But just yourself. You know what I'm saying? Oh, y'all, it's getting wild. Shit is going up. I went to the gas station today. I kid you motherfucking not. Gas was $7.23. I had to look back. I said, bitch, I know you lying. Okay. Oh, Lord, man. Now, normally I like to go to gas stations with somewhat of a commercial brand to it, just because I feel like the quality is a bit better because it lasts longer, the burn lasts long. You know what I mean? Baby, I had to go to a gas station I ain't never heard of, okay? What would I say? It's crazy. Never. Times are hard, y'all. A lot of this has to do with financial burdens. Okay. 8 kids, a divorce. Y'all was gonna have to share, honey. Y'all for sure was gonna have to share. I know. Hey, y'all could work it out, man. They could have worked it out, y'all. I look at me speaking like I know. I don't know, y'all. I'm just saying you could work out something. You had to take the kids, what you know. You had to take the kids, what you know. That reminds me of that story about the dad. I think it was up in Ohio. He had 3. I think he had like 3 or 4 kids, and it was a biracial couple. The white woman, he had suspected her of cheating. I think she gave him an STD or something like that. And but she was cheating on him. That's what he was saying. She was cheating on him. She kept leaving him with the kids so she can go out and do it. God knows what. Who knows, y'all? He sounded like he had just was fed up, gave her an ultimatum, like, if you keep doing this, I'm about to kill the kids. She took it lightly, and then sure enough, he took them kids in the car, y'all, and drove to some old secluded neighborhood, and he recorded himself threatening the children and offing them, y'all, and eventually, of course, offing himself. And them kids, I think the youngest was like 4 or something like that, and the oldest was like 8, and I think there were 3 of them, y'all, and it was so disturbing, y'all. He showed it on the camera, like, look, I just told my son I'm about to off him, and he's in there laughing. I just told, he said, and this is all your fault, Tanya. This will be, you know, and you could just hear all the pain in his voice, y'all, and it broke my freaking heart. To this day, that like disturbs me, because it's like, y'all, it's not a game out here. It's not a game out here. Don't play with people's feelings, y'all. Don't play with your own either, okay? And I'm guilty of that too. You know what I mean? I'm guilty of it too, y'all. I'm not ashamed to say sometimes I play with my own feelings too. You believe stuff that you know is not true. Don't play yourself either. But for real, please don't play with other people's emotions. If you can't do it, you just can't do it. Talk, you know what I mean? And I know emotions get riled up, but when it comes to those children, they did not ask to be here. They did not ask to be here. You owe it to them to take care of them. And if you can't do it, she get this. Hey, give it to the. Hey, I don't agree, but you know what I'm saying. Give them to the system. If you can't do it, where I'd rather you do that than offering them. I'm gonna just say it like that. You know what I mean? Everybody is struggling some way. All this shit is going up, y'all, like no tomorrow, honey. People out here doing shit, what they got to do to survive. I do not agree with taking them kids' lives like that, man. I really don't. Please, man. Please do not do that, man. They did not ask to be here. All 8 of them, okay? They said he did that shit while they was asleep. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. But may those children rest in peace. To the dad, man, mental illness, being mentally ill is a real thing, y'all. I mean, I'm sure raising one child, and I speak for myself when I say it, raising one child is hard as hell, let alone her being on the spectrum, y'all, for those who don't know. You know, but 8 children, okay, and they're quote unquote, we don't even know what mental state they're in, but just alone, one child is going to be hard. You know what I mean? I feel like one child takes 2 parents to be involved. You know what I mean? Let alone 8. That's outnumbering them. So I know the pressure. Like, I know that was a lot of pressure, but still, you did not have to take them kids' lives like that at all. And I don't even know if he off the, did he off the mom? I don't think he off the mom. I think he took the kids' life, and I think he took himself. But yeah, y'all, it was just too dark, man. But yeah, it's not a game out here, y'all. Stay prayed up. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure y'all see people all the time who probably arguing back and forth, got all these kids, or hell, probably got no kids at all, just going through some shit as a couple. And, you know, they can't talk to nobody. So a lot of people don't believe in therapy. I totally believe in therapy. There are programs out there to where if you cannot afford them, I do think they need some work with that, y'all, because I definitely need therapy. Therapy helps me a lot. And I'm very particular about the things that I share and how I share them, y'all, particularly Black therapists for Black women, things like that, y'all, because I just feel like, you know what I'm saying, it's going to take a certain type of person to really help you get through your problems. There is nothing wrong with seeing the therapist. People who speak against therapists, they either they have not been in a mental state to where they, about to do some shit. Let's just keep it real. There is nothing wrong with seeking therapy should you feel like you have nobody to talk to. And I know they advertise this BetterHelp on here. I'm not necessarily speaking against them, but y'all, there's more help than BetterHelp. If that's what works for you, okay. But like, I'm just saying, like, really pay attention to your mental health, man. Mental health is everything, y'all. Everything. Do not be afraid to ask for help if you need it. You know, we still got bullies out here. You know what I mean? We got people, just criminals, but cyber bullies, all types of people. You know, even people just in regular conversation that like to talk shit about folks and not knowing how they are doing how the person they're talking about is doing mentally, okay? People done lost their jobs, okay? Got replaced. You get what I'm saying? Lost their homes, all type of stuff, y'all. Do not be afraid to ask for help. Okay? For real. I'm not sure if there what types of programs are out there in certain cities. I just know about California, y'all. They also have I'm gonna say suicide line. I can't say the S word, y'all, because they'll cut it, but they have hotlines for that too, y'all. Y'all may think it's minuscule, but you never know. Just try. You know what I'm saying? Because I hate that. I really do. I understand a lot of it. I don't agree, but you know, listen, if there's something ain't right rocking with you, please take the time out of the day to understand yourself, understand your feelings, validate your feelings, not through others, but take the time to sit with yourself and check in with you. Like, am I really doing okay? Because a lot of times, especially as parents, we ignore that. We're so busy trying to keep the food together, keep the house clean, like, you know, pay the damn bills, and you forget to check in with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Check in with your partner. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot. So I totally understand, like, being mentally drained and tired and checked out. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't want to speak too much on it, y'all. I really want to take this time to spread so much love to y'all, because times are hard, y'all. We ain't talking about it. We watch YouTube or whatever have you to keep us distracted from what's really going on in this world, y'all. Okay? A lot of stuff I can't even mention. But if you know, you know, okay? If you know, you know. Be careful, okay? Be careful. To everybody, really, for that matter. But yeah, I love y'all to the moon and back. What you say, Bar? She's like, oh, what's up here? You said, I got 5 girls and 3 boys. Yeah, I remember. I ain't gonna lie, Bars. When you first told me you had 8 kids, I did not believe you, bro. I did not believe you. I said, that boy said he got 8 kids. I don't believe you. But damn, you got 8 kids, boy. Okay, that train was running strong. Choo-choo-choo. Now, let me stop. I'm just playing, y'all. I'm just trying to get a little bit of a laugh through all this, because, y'all, just, times are, like I mentioned before, times are tough, okay? We, financially, this economic crisis, honey, I'm telling you, y'all, take the time to check in with yourself. Find something to make you laugh. That's what I do. Definitely am very picky about the therapist that I go see. And I don't play no games when it comes to really making sure that I'm okay with there. Take a walk, write your thoughts out. What else? So this is what I do when there's something heavy on my mind, like I don't want to share with anyone yet. So what I'll do is I'll write it on a piece of paper, y'all. And what I do, I'll write everything out on this piece of paper, even if it doesn't make any sense at all. It could be and then ... the moon and stars, and then I'll write a bottle or something, or draw a picture or some eyes. Sometimes I'll draw eyes in the midst of my journaling or entry, and it doesn't have to make any sense. Just as long as I express it on this piece of paper, as long as whatever was in my mind at the moment on this piece of paper is on there, you know what I do? I literally take a lighter and I burn it. I don't know why that helps, but it's been helping me, you know. Exercise is good. Shoot, a lot of times when I'm super stressed and I got hella shit on my, I'll eat. I'm working on trying to improve, taking care of myself physically, y'all. You know what I mean? It's a lot of stuff, but you know, that's why I said, man, we laugh and joke at all these little videos that may say, you know, make fun of people and stuff, y'all. But the truth of the matter is, we all don't like being talked about. We really don't. Nobody likes being talked about negatively. Okay, it hurts. It hurts. You have emotions. You're a human. It hurts. You know what I mean? Sometimes, a lot of times, shit ain't funny. Okay, it's not. We all laughing and stuff, but we all know that, you know, when people go too far, they go too far. There is this thing called a silent sufferer, y'all. Do not be that. Okay, that is the key into really living unhealthy, y'all, and lowering the quality of your life. Please do not do that. Okay, please do not do that. Find someone you can talk to. They have programs out there, y'all. Seek programs out there that have like low income therapy, like programs. You know what I mean? That's where I started off at until I was like, bruh, I really need to get this shit off my fucking mind. And I started like putting money towards, you know, calculating like you do with your monthly bills. Like, you know, you're like, okay, I got to pay this. Let me set aside this to really, because I care. I got this girl I got to take care of. You know what I mean? I got to be there for her. I got to be there for him. You know what I mean? And other people. You get what I'm saying? Know how important you are. Know how important you are. I don't give a damn what anybody say. If somebody's saying something negative to you, fuck them, okay? You are important. You contribute something great into this world, okay? And how do I know? Because I know. That's right. Find what you could be good at, or, you know what I mean? Whatever it is that you've always wanted to do, take the time to do. I started dancing on the pole, y'all. Could give a fuck about what anybody thinks. I like the way it makes me feel. I've been slacking lately, but I find myself, I like to do it. You know what else I found out I like doing? I like roller skating. I like, and I'm gonna just tell y'all this little secret because ain't nobody up in here. It's just us. You know what I like to do? I like to take a fat blunt and smoke it. Get lifted, honey. Put on my rollerblades. I put on my rollerblades and I take my headphones and I go to my favorite spot, which is a boardwalk, y'all. And you get to see like the sunset. Y'all, I'm telling you, it's the best. I'm not encouraging you do what you want to do. I'm just telling you what works for me because, you know, I'm just letting you know what works for me. You do not have to do this. Okay, let y'all know that. But this is what I like to do. This is what I find therapeutic for me. I told y'all I like to exercise. We're working on that. Another thing I like to do, like I said, I like to roll. I just bought some more roller skates too, by that for that matter. I bought 2 sets of roller skates, roller blades and roller skates. There's a different one, the 4-wheel with the square, and then you got the blade, where's the straight one. I'm learning with the straight one, y'all, and I damn near bust my ass in the Target parking lot. 38 years old, you know, damn near bust my boob open, y'all. Fell straight on my damn chest. Almost knocked my tooth out. But you know what? I felt good after that. It hurt, but I felt good, damn it. My point is, y'all, find something that really brings you joy, that sings to you, because in this life, ain't nobody gonna tell you what you got to do for you. Only you know. Only you know. Only you know. So figure it out. I don't want to see y'all on here. And this is what happened, y'all. Please. I'm begging you. Find it, okay? Hell, if it's the kids that's bothering you too, find something y'all all enjoy together. You know what I mean? A movie or something. Find some activity, sports. You know what I mean? Something, you know, just before you think about doing the unthinkable, honey, try everything else. Well, good, at least. Everything else, that's good. So, yeah. Yeah, but I like roller skating on the boardwalk, being blasted, y'all. It's amazing. It's amazing. I feel so alive. I meditate there. I meditate while I'm skating sometimes, y'all. It's a different world. I'm telling you, it really is. You take your mind away from bleh, you know what I mean? I know, but it's the truth, y'all. But yeah, that's all I have for y'all. I love y'all so much. I really want to, I wish you guys well. And I want that same energy back, y'all, when you come on this channel. You know what I mean? It's important for us. Let's check in with each other. Let's start checking in with each other, you guys. I be crying to y'all sometimes. Y'all be on here listening to my shenanigans too, and I appreciate y'all so much. I really do. Cause y'all my friends, you know what I'm saying? I'm 38, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't got too many friends, but I feel comfortable. I'm more and more as I do these lives, I feel comfortable being myself. So that's a good thing. So, and y'all just be joining me, y'all. But yeah, so take these off, honey. I'm about to get off of here. You feel me? I'm about to take my ass to, what you call it? Girl, you ain't about to do nothing. Low key, I was about to be like, girl, we gonna Taco Bell and get me something to snack on, but your ass don't need to do that. But I do got some yogurt downstairs, so I might indulge in some yogurt, y'all. But yeah, let's do a check-in every time I do it live. How are y'all? That's why I always ask y'all anyway, because for real, it's always that part where, damn, should I tell you the truth? Or should I just go with the flow and be like, yeah, it was good. You know what I'm saying? For real. Check in with yourself. Take a moment in time and really ask yourself, am I okay? What am I unhappy about? Is it something that I can control? If not, how can I at least make the situation better than what it is? And focus on that every single day, because every single day that thought will come in your head. For real. I wish I could tell y'all absolutely everything I done did to, man, you know what I'm saying? But I can't talk about that. But if you know, you know. And yes, I do believe in therapy. That is why I talk to myself and I don't give a fuck what nobody says. Talking to myself helps me process things, analyze things, and put things in order for the best outcome for myself, y'all. So when somebody tell you, oh man, they crazy because they talk to themselves, even if it is, they minding their damn business. I know why I do it, okay? And I have been crazy, okay? I definitely have snapped, okay, for sure. And you know what I mean? Hey, listen, don't nobody know the help you need but more than you do. So you make sure you check in with yourself. Make sure you be honest with yourself as best you can, y'all. Because shoot, we all, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We all got vices and we are not perfect. But just make sure at the end of the day that everything is taken care of as best as you know how. And you know what I'm saying? Do what you need to. Anyways, I love y'all so much. I'm off this thing. I will see y'all on the next one. And yeah, y'all have a good night. I hope y'all hit the like button if you really enjoyed yourself. If you didn't, you know what I'm saying? That would be a problem. That would definitely be a problem for me. But yeah, y'all. Okay, I'm off of here. Mwah. See you next time.